And that's why I think some people inside the royal establishment may be paying closer attention than ever. Not because Princess Leonor made a mistake. Not because of a scandal. But because she's reaching a stage where her decisions are starting to feel like her own. And honestly, that's a bigger story than most headlines are admitting. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. For years, Leonor's path looked carefully planned. Training, public appearances, official duties, everything seemed designed to prepare her for the future. But now we're seeing something different. We're seeing signs of independence. And if I were advising the palace, that's the moment I'd be watching most closely. Not because independence is dangerous. Because it's unpredictable. Think about it. Every future monarch eventually reaches a point where they stop being the student and start becoming the decision maker. And that's not always comfortable for institutions built around tradition. If you're new to Leonor's story, subscribe, I post every day. Here's my hot take. The biggest challenge facing modern royalty isn't public criticism. It's adaptation. While Prince William operates within a monarchy that has spent decades adjusting to change, Leonor represents a new generation entirely. A generation raised in the digital era. A generation that communicates differently, thinks differently, and connects with people differently. And that's where things get interesting. If Mr. Beast were analyzing this from a branding perspective, he'd probably say audiences respond most strongly to authenticity. Not perfection, authenticity. So what happens when a future queen begins defining her own style instead of simply following an established script? That's the question I keep coming back to. Because every major royal figure eventually creates a personal legacy. Not their parents' legacy, their own. And the hidden cost of that transition is uncertainty. Nobody knows exactly what comes next. Not the media, not the public, and maybe not even the palace itself. What have I learned from all this? Leadership isn't proven when someone follows expectations. Leadership begins when people start creating expectations of their own. And I think that's why Leonor's next chapter feels so important. Not because anyone fears it, but because nobody can fully predict it. And sometimes that's exactly when history starts becoming interesting. So let me ask you this. Do you think the future of the Spanish monarchy will be defined more by tradition, or by the personal choices Leonor makes when she finally steps into her own role?